Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Never Open Podcast, the podcast open to everyone, especially Horace Lupercal. My name is Luke. I am your host of the Never Open Podcast, and with me, as always, is Mr. Andy. Say hello, Mr. Guy.
Hey, Luke. This is the 40th time we've done a Never Realm episode. And do you know when the last Never Realm was?
About 2 months.
That's a good guess. It was in August. So pretty close. Pretty close.
Fairly, all right. Borderline 3 months, but that's all right.
Yeah. Went quick, huh?
This year? Yeah.
This year. It's like November. Like, what the fuck?
You know when you're younger and you feel like time's fucking standing still? You get over that when you're at a certain age.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
you know,
where the hell's that time gone? Yeah, like,
we actually opened our last Never Realm with this exact discussion. So I'm not going to, if you want to hear more about that discussion, let's tune into our last episode where we said the same exact shit. But yeah, man, we'll talk about some New Japan stuff and then kind of catch up. But it's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, yours too. We've had a bit of a mini break, and I was in Sydney last week. It's all because of Charity, really. She goes on conferences here, there, and everywhere through her university she works with, and they want to hear what she's studying and doing papers for and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I went to Singapore. I was like, if I can go, I would love to go. I wasn't sure if you were interested in Singapore League. I'm like, I'm interested in like going to any other countries, like provided
with her, you know.
Hell yeah. So I was lucky enough. Yep, we managed to swing that, and then I wasn't going to go to Sydney, but it coincided with the 10th anniversary of us meeting each other. So we quickly decided I was going to Sydney, and I hadn't been since I was 18, and I spent the whole time lost because I didn't realize until that moment that my best mate, hey Tim, if you listen to this, doesn't know how to fucking read a map. And I spent that whole time lost in Sydney that day. It's supposed to be our day in Sydney. We spent the whole time lost and yelling at each other, and the car broke down, and Dad came to help us fix it. It took 2 fucking seconds. And that was my I was in I'd just gotten off the airport with Charity. We'd been in Sydney for an hour. I'm like, this is already better than the last time I was in Sydney. So I got to fall in love with Sydney.
Wow.
In a way that I'd never been able to. I've always meant to go back, but it was really nice to get back.
Not the people of Sydney. Haven't fallen in love with them, right?
No, fuck those people. But
good. Thank goodness.
Just one of the nice things about it is one of the people I've done my other podcast with lives in Sydney, and we were scheduled for that very week.
Did you get to do it in person?
Yeah, so we did it in person.
That's fun. Yeah. Have you ever even podcasted in person, Luke?
Not really. No.
That's amazing. Never even thought of that before.
So because he does a whole bunch of podcasts, and he's got this whole room kind of set up with mics and everything set up. And I was like, oh my God, this is where I heard all those podcasts happen too. So it was kind of surreal. It was great. That's not coming out on my other end for like a month or so. But
you mean the Marin Chess Club? That's your other end.
Yeah, my other end. You know what's funny? I don't really mention that on this podcast, but I do mention this podcast at the end of every episode of that. I'm just like, by the way,
we need the help. So like,
you want to hear me talk about sweaty Japanese men pretending to hurt each other? Here's this other podcast.
We seriously, we need the help. So I
give us the numbers.
We could use it. Well, cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I was shocked to hear you were in Sydney and weren't just yelling at everyone you saw. You know, I'm happy that you made it back without getting like roughed up a little bit by some of these Sydney fuckers, or other words that we like to call them. So,
that's right. No, I had a good time in Sydney, and it kind of coincided with something had happened in Singapore I never thought would happen. And I thought, like, this is just Charity just asking me like what I'm interested in right now, and she's just been doing good wife shit. She's like, no, tell me all about this Warhammer stuff. So I'm telling her all about Warhammer, and yeah, suddenly she's like, "Oh, I like the sound of this team. Yep, that's my team."
Who's her team?
They're called the Thousand Suns. They're pretty much like super soldier
Awesome.
space wizards who worship the god Zinch, who is the god of change.
Okay.
And
I like
they're
him.
space sorcerers and things like that. So she liked that group. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, cool." And then we get home, and then we go to the game shop, the town over, and she comes home with some miniatures. All right, she's in the. All right, cool. So I thought, all right, that's about as far as it'll go. No, she then ordered a book. She now has another miniature. We've
Okay.
got like different colored paints and stuff that, because I've only got the paints I need for my figures. Now she's got all different colors and stuff, so I can play with those as well and things like that. So I was thinking like she's just asking because she's just like, what's my husband doing? What's up? Hey, how you going? But in Sydney, there's one in Melbourne, but we were nearby. It was a Warhammer shop. And I could only answer her questions so much before I'm just like, dude, I don't know. I'm new to this. So we go to but I found out, hey, they do free paint things at the Warhammer
Oh,
shop.
okay. That's fun.
You can get a bit of a feel for it. So she came in and just had an absolute great time learning how to properly like paint and how it works, and just being able to see one put together and just have a go at painting it and stuff. And yeah, so I've got a Warhammer buddy, and from an unexpected source. So yeah, it's been nice. Yeah,
That's pretty cool. It's nice to have things to do stuff with your friends with, and people that are very special to you, like your wife and life partner. That's amazing.
yeah. So yeah, it's nice, and I've been I've kind of been in that mode because I'm playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, which is a Warhammer roleplay game, and I'm reading books.
Okay. Is it a video game?
Oh yeah, it's a video game,
Okay.
and I've been reading books called the Horus Heresy from the
Okay.
start.
Well,
I'm up to book
let's
2, so
slow
yeah,
down there. Slow
I
down.
know.
So the
Yeah,
video game is this on the Xbox?
yeah,
What is it
yeah, yeah.
on?
Yeah. You can get them on all of the consoles, I think.
Okay.
And you're a rogue trader. They're they're in a they get to push the boundaries of space. The borders of the Imperium of Man, the humans. That's what they're called, the Imperium of Man. Oh, it's crazy. Anyway, but they have a bit more leeway than the average human, so they're allowed uh,
Hmm.
to a certain extent, make deals or trades with aliens, which they call Xenos in 40k.
It's like
And
Gato, right?
yeah, that's right.
Gato's a member of this race, I
So
feel like.
so they get to straddle that line a bit, and then you play a rogue trader in a part of the universe you're exploring, and yeah, you get to either be a bit more gung-ho about no, aliens are bad, or you get to be a bit like, no, I'm going to work with them a bit more, and you get to decide and all that kind of stuff.
Is it a third-person shooter? What kind of game is it?
No, it's like a top-down RPG kind of thing. Like you got your five companions with you, and you're looking down at their heads, and like that. Like
Ah,
yeah, so
is it
it's not for everyone.
turn-based?
Yes, it
Okay.
is turn-based, and it's got about as much writing in it as, say, Disco Elysium. So it's a very wordy game. It's not
Okay.
for everyone. And
Yeah.
unlike Disco Elysium, which is fully voice acted, which does help. Like, I don't mind reading all that text, but sometimes I want a voice to go with it, just to kind of be like, all right, please
Yeah.
break it up a
Yeah.
bit. Almost all of Rogue Trader isn't voiced, so it's a lot of reading.
Gotcha.
So I love the game, but I do play it in chunks because I'm just like, yeah, no, I can actually read a book rather than play a book right now. And
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
I love
Yeah.
it, but I have to chunk it like that. Otherwise, like my
If I
life,
found
yeah,
like games like that, if I'd found them when I was younger, I
yeah.
would love them. But like as now that I'm older and I can't pay attention to anything, I can only feel relaxed when there's 50 things going on. Then I'm relaxed. You know what I mean? Stupid, so I can't pay attention to anything. And like, I it's hard for me to deal with that right now. So Ghost of Yotei came out, and that's the Ghost of Tsushima 2. And Ghost of Tsushima is the last game that I was like into. So that's been like 2 or 3 years, not that long, maybe longer than I think, but I love that game. It was so good. And I played through it like 5 times. The new one, it's so awesome, man. It's like, it's the same game, but just a little better and a little more. And like, I really like the character. So this time you're a lady, and you're always this game, you're looking for revenge. That's what the games are all about. It's about revenge, but it's how you take revenge, right? And that's the role-playing part. Do you want to sneak? Do you want to do this? But this game has a new added thing. It's got a companion, but it's not like you don't get it at first. This is a companion. You have these little missions called wolf dens, and you show up, and these wolves have been mistreated by the like ruling, bad guys or whatever too. So you kind of, it takes a long time, and I'm not even close to like completed with this at all, but this wolf like kind of starts to like get to know you, and like you go and kill a bunch of these guys together, and then the wolf just runs away. And then like the second time, the wolf kind of like looks at you, and then like the third time it kind of sniffs you a little bit. Then like the fourth time it like you throw it a fish, then it starts to get used to that. And it's a big long-term booking through missions with this wolf, and I love it. I have not felt, I'm sure this is like, a lot of people might find this a compelling statement, but I have not felt like emotionally connected to a video game character since like Arthur Morgan, right?
Nice.
So like I didn't really feel any emotional connection to the last character. I mean, when stuff happened to him, like, just let me kill stuff, but man, I love this wolf thing. I love it. I'm like, what's going to happen next? Is he going to like bring a fish for me? Like, I'm waiting for that to happen, or something like that. I can't wait. It's going to be great. That game is fantastic. I have it on easy. And it's
I'll play on easy as well.
Probably a much better game if you were playing it a little harder, because there's probably a lot more going on, like more enemies basically, but it is fun.
Well, I like great gameplay in my video games. I do. But I need some form of a story that I can sink my teeth into as well. So I need to get on this. And you like to live in a game as well. You're never I know you're going to be playing this. You're not going to finish this for a good long while, because you like to kind of live in it before you finish it.
I don't like go do the missions, the like storyline missions. I'll do everything else and then go do the storyline missions, which, by the way, makes the game a lot easier because you're all like powered up by the time you go do the missions. So,
but as I was saying, I'm more inclined to play on easy because I want to see the story progress, and I don't want to. I don't want to get pissed off that I can't pass something. And, that's why those Souls-like games aren't for me, man. Like, I respect people who can play them and enjoy them, and there's talent involved in making them, but no thanks. No.
I don't think there's any talent. It's all shit. That's what
you're all stupid.
I don't have I probably told this story before, but I bought Bloodborne. Everyone's like, oh, we got to play the Bloodborne. I'm like, oh, I want to play the Bloodborne. And this might have been during the pandemic, but I got it for like $10 off of eBay, and it came in a like fucking envelope. Just just
the disc.
So I put it in, and I'm like, cool. And you're in this like room, and it's all nightmare world. And you're like, oh, I got to kill this thing. Oh, it killed me. That was my experience with that game. I never got out of the first room. Couldn't even get out of it. It's like the tutorial. I couldn't do the tutorial. That same thing happened to me with the Spider-Man game for PS4 or PS5 that everybody loved. That was a cool game, but I couldn't get out of the fucking tutorial. Really bad video games, dude. Really bad. And I don't get better. I love
that game.
Like most people get better. I don't get any better. So if I can't do it the first time,
there's got to be a reason I'm loving this mostly big, chunky, wordy RPG game.
Yeah,
is because I can't die just reading the things on the page and feel like a piece of shit. I get
to think about things a little bit before you do them too on those games, whereas like skill-based games, it's like just react, and I'm not good at that. So unless it's about wrestling, then I can react.
That's right. No, just listen to two old farts talk about how shit video games, but how much they still love them.
Hey, well, like I said, this is like it's been a long time since I've liked a game this much, and so I'm really into it, and been playing it a couple hours at a time, which is pretty rare for me. So yeah, rocking it out. It's fun.
Yeah, Rogue Trader's the first excuse me game in a while. Excuse me.
Yeah, I know. It's like it gets me choked up thinking about Rogue Traders and how they're out there by themselves. They're being rogues. They don't even get to like when you're a rogue, you don't have friends. Han Solo didn't have friends till he made friends, and then he wasn't a rogue anymore, right?
No, I'm Han Solo. Who's this shadow behind you with that looks like a giant dog? Now, like it's the kind of game I'm still playing at 11 o'clock, and my eyes are hanging out, and the Cherry's already asleep, and I'm like in bed, almost dropping the controller, and it's been a long time since the games made me do that.
Yeah, makes me
like
upset too. My eyes get all red. I start coughing and choking on myself. Happens to me too, man. I know. Ghost of Yote's got me right here in the heart. Well, Luke, there is a bunch of New Japan news, and we should probably talk about the biggest piece of New Japan news that we referenced earlier, actually, when you said the one guys are good at making deals, and I said, oh, Gato, because he made the deal, you see. And that is that one of these shows, I don't know which one it was, I don't care. But at the end of it, Okada comes out with Gato.
It was
Gato's
it was a Tanahashi last dance night at his hometown.
He was dancing. And when he got done dancing, Okada came out with Gato in the old gimmick. The Rainmaker's back, and he's going to wrestle Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom, and Wrestle Kingdom immediately sold out. What are your thoughts, Luke, on Okada returning to Wrestle Kingdom to wrestle Tanahashi in his last match? And also, what are your thoughts on Wrestle Kingdom selling out? It's the first time we've had a sellout since we've been covering the show. 2021, I think. One night sold out.
I'm over the moon that Wrestle Kingdom sold out. Good for New Japan. I'm very happy for them that it sold out. Look, Okada coming back to New Japan is huge. I'm sure lots of people love it. I don't hate it. It's only a matter of time before he wrestled a match in New Japan again. Come on, he wasn't ever going to leave. He left on top. Like, of course he was going to come back every now and again, maybe have a match or something, Yeah, it was just going to happen.
It's been 3 years, by the way, since he left. So,
wow. Yeah, I think it'd be great. I think it's probably the perfect last match for Tanahashi.
Right, it's the right one.
Yeah,
it's the biggest one he could have had, other than like
Nakamura.
Yeah, or Naito, right, or something like that, right? But even this is probably bigger than that. I don't know. This is kind of the biggest thing. Now, on one hand, this is smart and it's awesome and it's fucking sold out Wrestle Kingdom. On the other hand, if you have to bring Okada back for this match, that means you didn't do the work to replace him, right? So, I mean, I know this is maybe a special situation. I'm playing devil's advocate maybe a little bit, or Gato's advocate. I don't know. One of those two. But I feel like that this is further highlights New Japan's struggles with, getting their new guys to be in the same breath as these guys. They're just not there yet. Maybe Tsuji is. We're going to find out. I think Tsuji's going to make himself this Wrestle Kingdom. But, like, nobody else is up there with these guys. They just aren't. No,
not yet. They're in that repositioning and kind of building phase, and part of that also makes me feel like they're in the we don't 100% know what we're doing phase. And, and there is that feeling. Yeah. Is there also some kind of like existential crisis of knowing that we could definitely turn some of these boys into massive major stars, and they're in AEW?
Yeah, there's that too.
It's like that whole ECW thing. Like, Paul just had to keep fucking making stars because they keep getting poached. So he had to do it all over again. He was good at it, but he
poached himself eventually.
So. Yeah, well, hey, he knows. He's always known how to hustle, hasn't he? Make that money. He's still there. Like,
funny.
well, fair enough. Good on him. But yeah, they're in this kind of transition phase. I still don't think they're finished putting all their pieces on the chessboard, in terms of who's where aligned with who yet.
Oh no, yeah. Things are
Remember,
gonna change, dude.
you remember when Ian, our good friend and listener Ian, was saying how to explain the junior division in Noah would be very kind of convoluted and would take forever because it's just so intertwined and stuff. It's getting a bit like that, I guess. Like, we don't know what we're doing. We're chopping and changing. Things are a bit weird and convoluted in a way that New Japan doesn't often feel. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they usually are very organized and
Yeah.
it's clear where things are headed. And like right now, it's kind of like, what, and that is different. It's not exciting either. That's the thing. So it's like, for me, it's not exciting at all. It's just like, hey, what are we doing? That's kind of like how it feels to me at this point. But, we've been going through it in detail for so many years now. I think that's one of the problems, so that I'm having. So
yeah, they're in this weird period, and you and I, who have a high tolerance for New Japan, we're apologists. We've said it. And we're not apologizing for it either. Yeah, it's a bit rough. So yeah, no, I mean, it is what it is. You can't always keep up the same pace. And when things aren't as good, you don't really want to either. Like, if New Japan was firing on fucking all cylinders, like it wasn't like, if we were getting 2017 New Japan right now, Andy and I would be having the same schedule probably, like, I mean, we probably still skip World Tag League, but
fuck World Tag League, which is going on right now, but I don't care. Luke, we did have at one of these shows, we had the Stank Belts defended, right?
Yeah.
So, do you remember who did what? I don't care enough. And I'm trying to find it, but there's all this Okada stuff. Here we go. Okay. I think, Hantai, they beat them. It was the Hantai guys. So, Yano, Yo, and Wato, Master Wato, with the help of referee Chumpy and Eddie Munster, they defeated House of Torture to retain these 6-man belts, and that was 12 days ago. So that leads to the inevitable triumphant return, Luke, of this day in Stank Belt history. So, and the title of that is, of course, sarcastic. So, this day in Stank Belt history, the Stank Belts, Luke, have only been defended one time in the month of November. It was in 2021. Do you remember who defeated who for the Stank Belts on 11/6/2021?
Dude, sometimes I have to think about who has the Stank Belts now.
So the answer is no.
No.
So you don't know. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you. So it was in Osaka at the one we just had that I can't remember what it's called. But the team of House of Torture. Now, this is crazy. Evil, Show, and Huge defeated the team of Fisherman and Ishii to win the titles in 13 minutes and 46 seconds. Now, these were the vacant titles, or the Fisherman had won the vacant titles because, if you don't remember, this is right around the time Chaos won a tournament for the vacant Stank Belts by defeating their own teammates, Okada, Yano, and Show that competed in the fucking tournament for the Stank Belts and then won them later after he, like a couple weeks later after he joined House of Torture. And Evil had vacated the titles originally because, remember, he was Stank Belt champion when he turned with LIJ, when he turned on LIJ. He vacates the titles, then him and Show win them a couple weeks later.
That's fucking amazing.
That's a pretty good this day in Stank Belt.
Evie.
So I had to share that one with you.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show.
Awesome. Oh my goodness.
So you're saying like New Japan's convoluted now. Maybe it's always been a little convoluted, ever since Evil turned, so.
But there was always that sense of, I know where everyone is and I know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
not the uncertainty.
After a feud finished, new feud started. Now I know where they're going and the direction they're heading, you know, and I don't get much of a sense of that at the moment. It's all a bit up in the air. It's
in other New Japan news, Stank League is going on. The guys are fighting each other, but also House of Torture had their own NWO pay-per-view or whatever, and it was called Purge. And we haven't watched it. So
no. I haven't watched it yet. I thought it was a bit cheeky to make this a pay-per-view, to be honest. I'm like, all right, but if they're apparently the top merchandise sellers, I can understand why they might give them a night.
I've heard you mention that before.
Do their thing. Yeah, I've heard someone say it, and it's usually Chris or someone like that, unless he's like ribbing me or something or something like that, or I heard wrong.
Our sources are, I heard someone say that. I love it.
Isn't that wrestling?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Man, I've heard a lot of things, you know, so that was pretty good. Well, I think that's all the New Japan that I have. You know, I don't have anything else to mention. I feel like there's probably lots of other stuff. I guess Yo has also said that he wants a Stank Belt match at Wrestle Kingdom. Maybe I said that already. So he's going to do that. That's what fucking Master Water is going to be doing at Wrestle Kingdom, is wrestling with Yo in a Stank Belt match. But that's better than the Rambo. So, you know.
Yeah, at least it's a match on the card or something like that.
Yeah.
But the winner of the Rambo does get a title shot. So I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, man, but all the people you want to have a title shot are usually on the main show anyway. Like, aren't they? Like, yeah.
I am interested to see what Doki's role in the Purge night is. You know what I mean? Because I have a feeling Doki's going to turn back face again. Like, not that long from now. Maybe not Wrestle Kingdom, but maybe right after. I hope so, man. Come on. He's got it. These guys... The story is that Sho is taking advantage of Doki. Eventually, you know what I mean?
And the story also is, hey, I feel betrayed that my boys left me to join Wato's faction. So I could see that story of him being, man, I'm pissed off at you. And Kanemaru's like going, hey, come and join us. And Doki's like, you know what? I'm going to do that. To Sho using him to kind of, get closer and closer to nabbing that title and betraying him to him, maybe reuniting with or getting help from like Taichi and maybe even Wato or something. Or
Sho is in that 4-way for #1 contendership for the junior title. So what's that about?
Yeah. I don't care, man. I love it. Like, we were worried, man. I love that they've got stories for Doki, and like he's like premier featured, man. He's got both belts.
It's not the same, but yeah,
I know
it just sucks because we
love that face run.
This is the Hiromu versus Naito of like character things for us. You know what I mean? It's like the thing that's just never happened, although that did eventually happen. You know, but you know, so because I mean, Doki never did he didn't win at Wrestle Kingdom, and maybe he wasn't going to, but he was going to have an awesome match, and he didn't get to.
Doki Bomb, yeah.
Yeah, fucking Doki Bomb closer to the ring, bro. You know what I mean? Like, stay close to the ring. Just saying.
Yeah, but they're doing stuff. At least I'm happy that they're doing. Like, I might not love everything New Japan's doing, but I'm very interested and invested in our boy Doki. So there is that.
I saw a show that had me captivated the other day that I have to tell you about, and it is a reality show based on the sport, air quotes, of jousting, and I mean on a horse, fucking jousting, and it's called FMJ, Full Metal Jousting. And it has it's a reality show that, you know, where people get eliminated and all that shit, right? But the only thing that happens on the show is they practice a little and then they joust each other. And these guys, they have cool like armor and they got this like plate. And the idea is that you got to hit that with the lance. If you take them off their horse, you get extra points, right? But you got to hit that to score. It's not fucking easy. And these guys are all like, some of them are pros from other reality shows, like reality show pros that kind of go on go on a bunch of them. Who knows, they might be on the Traitors some season, I don't know, but these are like the physical ones, so, and these guys, a lot of them worked at fucking medieval times, so some of these guys already know how to do it, some of them don't, and they just fucking get up there and do it. Horses are running at them blasting each other. Dudes are taking sick bumps off the horse and you're like, oh my god, is he okay? It's amazing. But here's the problem, that's every episode, and like, it's just the whole thing. So I watched 2 episodes. I haven't been able to find the 3rd episode yet, but like, it was just that, and I was like, man, there's gotta be more. You gotta like spray him with a hose, or you gotta like, I don't know, introduce an evil person. You got to like have something else. So it's like, as a reality show, it sucks. But as a spectacle, it's like, wow, these guys are killing each other. Like, if you break your lance on them, that's extra points because you like really hit them and it explodes. And the fucking one of the first things that happens is it explodes right in a dude's face and he starts bleeding. It's fucking great, dude. Fucking great.
You just fucking loved ancient Rome. You'd be one of them Colosseum fucking guys all the time, man.
Probably. But I mean,
I'd be with you, man. Hilarious. Let's go see the tiger fight. Yeah.
I like stupid reality shows, and this might be one of the stupidest I've ever seen. Amazing. I love it.
Oh my goodness. That sounds really sounds amazingly dumb.
Get your shit in, guys.
Oh, fucking hell. So I have been watching some things. It's never things people expect, but
Full Metal Jousting? You've been watching it too?
No. But for some reason, Charity and I were like, let's plumb the depths of Tubi and see what we can find. So first time we did it was this movie called 21 Days, and the premise was pretty good. And it was like a house that was so haunted that no one could live in it for more.
It's got so many ghosts in there.
That, for 21 days.
It's filled up after 21 days. I like
it. And I'm thinking to myself, even on a shit budget, this sounds cool. That's a good premise. Let's check it out. And it's one of those movies where there's cameras in every room, and then you see most people just like laying around or reading or sleeping, and a door closes. And
it's just like, yeah.
And I'm like,
it's found footage type deal. Is that kind of the idea? Is it's like from the cameras and
they want to intend to break the record, but I'm thinking like,
okay,
there might be more overt ghost things and stuff like that, but no, it's one of those movies where it's just that. And
ghost things are expensive, Luke.
Oh, what ghost? Yeah, that's what I was saying to Charity. They're not going to show anything cool to show like they're being haunted or possessed or anything, because that will cost money, and it's much easier to make a chair move across a room.
Whoa! Did you see that? What was that?
Yeah, exactly. But one thing they did have that I think was very effective is they have these EKG meter things that make beeping noises if there's like a haunty thing nearby. So they set them up throughout the house, and the really good effect is like they'll be hanging out and talking and or they'll be sleeping and stuff, and then that will just go off, and that's the only sound you can hear throughout the house. Okay. So
I can dig that.
It was I can respect it. It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen, but they actually tried, like they tried to make it work. The premise was pretty good. The ending was actually pretty solid. It was about an hour and 20 minutes. They got in and out. It is sometimes minutes of just rooms, as you know from those kinds of movies. But the premise just was good, and yeah, it kind of won me over a bit. Like, I don't know. I could see if everyone was an A-grade professional and they made this movie, it would probably be like a decent 6.5, 7. But for a very low budget, cheaply made movie you can only find on Tubi. So, yeah.
What's your favorite found footage movie?
I don't know, maybe Blair Witch. It's like it's the easiest answer.
Pretty great, right? You know,
yeah,
I liked it. I've told you about the fifth kind before, right? It's fucking crazy, dude. It's Mia Jovovich, and it's a movie. It's such a weird movie because it is half found footage, half reenactment, but that's the real thing. It's fucking weird. Sometimes during a movie, you have the found footage on one part of the screen, and then what's really happening on the other side. Very strange movie. It's about alien abduction. It's called The Fifth Kind. Fucking, I need to watch it again because I've only watched it once because it was scary. It was really scary, and like I was like, I'm never watching that again. That's the scariest thing I've ever seen. But by the end of it, it kind of had me googling, going, "Is this real?" They got me. Those are the good ones, right? Blair Witch did that to me too,
Yeah.
you know, before I knew the gimmick. But I really like those kind of movies. I like the it's not called Grave Encounters. That's like the rip-off one. What's the like most famous one where it's the people standing, the lady just stands next to the bed forever and doesn't move, and it's all security camera footage?
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, that first one. I really like that first one. Maybe even like the second one, but then it got shitty. I don't know. I like that type of movie.
You will find after we've watched that 21 Days Later, that's just like the tip of the iceberg. The cheapest movies to make in the horror genre are found footage and the paranormal kind of ones.
Right.
And
well, it's the same thing. You know?
Sometimes they're intermixed anyway. So yeah.
I mean, now the cheapest way to make a movie is via Zoom or Google Meet. You know,
so I've watched War of the Worlds, right? Man. I know.
So that's the cheapest way now. But yeah, that's like, I really like that kind of like found footage type of thing. That always got me. If that's your gimmick, I like it. What's the movie where it's found footage, but it's these kids that like get next to a meteor they're not supposed to, and they become like fucking superheroes and shit, you know? And it's like, but it's all found footage. That's a great movie.
I need to watch that.
Yes. Everyone. It like, I think it won some awards or something, or the people who made it went on to do all kinds of crazy shit. But that's a great movie. There's some good ones. I like that. Yeah. What other 2Bs have you been watching?
Well, we watched a horror anthology called Hellarious.
I like that. That sounds pretty great.
And there is 7 short stories in it. There's no like thing in the middle like a Tales from the Crypt or anything. It's just 7 short stories.
That sucks. No Elvira.
No, I know.
Ooh.
Yeah, Creepshow or something like but it's just 7 comedy horror stories. Some are a little longer than others, but I liked all 7 of them. Like the first one is about sentient killer shopping carts. The other one is about death metal, literally, like a guitar that when you play it, if you don't obey the rules of playing it, it kills people surrounding.
Oh, that sounds fucking great. That sounds really cool. Like I gotta share that with a buddy. I have a friend who will think that is the funniest thing he's ever seen, probably.
Yeah, it's the second one in it. It might be one of the shorter ones, but it doesn't matter, man. Like I'm just going by memory, and I watched it over a week ago, dude. It's really cool. So yeah, it was just a lot of fun. There's this really fun one about these lunch ladies who dream about being the personal chefs of Johnny Depp. But the people at the school like berate them and say their food shit and all that kind of stuff.
Damn it. And justice for lunch ladies.
Yeah, and this one cheerleader lady just won't stop shitting on the lunch lady about how lame Johnny Depp is. So she accidentally, of course, but she accidentally kills her, and that's what they do. They serve her up for lunch.
Oh my God, the lunch ladies do the fucking serving. Well, she got served, I guess.
So yeah, this it was actually really cool. It's low budget, but it's a Tubi original, so I guess it's a little bit better, production quality and stuff, rather than
Well,
someone on their cell phone pretending there's ghosts in the room or something, and it was filmed in Columbus, Ohio. So there you go.
was it really? Okay.
2019, yeah.
That's fucking just a few miles from me, so that's wild. I got friends in Columbus. That's where Unsanctioned Pro is.
Yeah.
I'm talking like this.
Hilarious. Try not to die laughing. And
wow.
it looks cheesy, but the whole thing is just a cheesy comedy
cheesy,
horror thing.
Yeah.
And it's great. So the first one, I was like, I respect what you're doing here, like with the money you've got, and I respect that. But hilarious is I was like, Charity, this is legit good. Like it's fun schlock fest. And yeah, that was the second made thing. And we watched a movie that I should have watched decades ago, but I watched for the first time. See if you can guess what it is. It's got Kung Fu, David Carradine in it, and Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, I don't know.
It is Death Race 2000.
Oh yeah, that's a crazy movie, man.
And it's pre-Rocky. Yeah, it's pre-Rocky. So Stallone's a villain for one of the only times in his career.
Yeah,
I know he plays a Tulsa King right now, but he's not really the bad guy in that.
He's starting in that show. I don't like him this season. I don't like him. He's pissing me off this season.
I've got to catch up, so I'll
you better watch that guy. Easy talk like you.
But it was interesting to see him as a villain, and it was just this really smart, low budget, clever schlock fest. There's this one amazing scene where it's like Carmageddon, that old video game. You get points running people over.
And they kind of want to get run over.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious.
And you get these old people out on the street, carted out from the hospital, and it's the euthanasia wing that come out every year because they want you. But David Carradine as Frankenstein in the gimp mask drives around them and runs over all the doctors instead, and then keeps driving. And I'm just howling with laughter. It's that kind of dark comedy. It was a fucking good time, dude. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, Death Race 2000. Yeah,
he's mega baby face,
and it's a Roger Corman flick too. Yeah, so you know what you're gonna get.
It's scandalous too in a lot of ways, but yeah, that's a great movie, man. That's it's a lot of fun. It's like RoboCop to me a little bit, just in how kind of
it does have
smart it is and how kind of sharp the wit is and how on point it is without saying it out loud. It's kind of cool. I like those types of movies. Those are RoboCop is a great example, but that's another example of a similar movie that kind of has that same kind of thing going on.
Yeah, it was so I know there's lots of shit on there, but I feel like been a little lucky, mind you. I've got a higher tolerance of bad than Charity has, even though she says she likes trashy movies. She's got a limit she reaches, and then she's like, I'm going to go read now. Good night. And I'm like, I'm going to finish the movie because she was watching Megalopolis going, this is kind of fucking boring and shit. Let's take the dog for a walk. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This shit is hilarious.
That's a funny movie.
I love this movie. Yeah. Really? Yeah, I love how bad it is in every way.
Sure.
So I try to curate it a bit to at least make it sure it's at least sounds interesting before we give it a click.
I saw the newest Batista movie, and it looked like the thing on the cover made it look like it was just like the one with Mia Jovovich, bringing her up again. That I probably talked about on a NeverRealm and how fucking insane that one was and how it was so bad it was good. So I thought maybe I was in for another so bad it's good situation, but no, it's just a bland action movie that takes place in the exact same world basically as the other one with Andy Jovovich, a post-apocalyptic world. He's like, I find things. This is what I do. And then it shows him finding stuff. And then he hooks up with this chick that then they go find stuff together, but then they get into some trouble and then they kill the bad guys and they win. It's terrible. It wasn't even good. In any way. It didn't have any redeeming qualities. And I was thinking about Batista. Man, what happened? What the fuck? He was in some of the best movies ever made. He was in the first Dune, and then he was in the fucking you love
Blade
this
Runner.
movie, Blade Runner, you know? And I mean, he was in there's a Hotel Artemis, I think that's the one that's got him in it. There's something with him in a hotel. It's a really good movie. There's a bunch of them, man. And then what's he doing now? This is straight to DVD crap.
Yeah, he's doing some of these like there's two Batistas. There's the one that's like, this is legit good. And then there's the other Batista of like, oh yeah, paycheck, cool. Oh my,
yeah. I've seen a lot of his paycheck movies. I have,
because I like him. Yeah, I agree. Like I've always liked him, but I always like. But when I watch his shittier movies, but when he's in something good, he's great.
Yeah,
like he doesn't. You don't think that's old rest. I mean, I will because I'm a wrestling nerd, but you don't like. I'm able to be like, yeah, forget the animal. I'm buying into like what he is here. Whereas The Rock's always felt like The Rock to me. I find Batista a bit more, even he's a big dude. I find him a bit more believable.
Even when he's being silly in Guardians of the Galaxy, man, I didn't see Batista. That's Drax, you know. I thought he really disappeared.
Willing to make himself look dumb. You know, like or not the smartest character in the room, or not the best of the best, which is the vibe I get watching.
He had to
Rock.
He had to like hang out with fucking Ric Flair and Triple H for years. So I mean, he got used to just being like, "I'll be over here," you know what I mean? So, man,
but I think he's probably had the best movie career out of a wrestler because he's consistently, maybe not as much now, but consistently in legit, well-received, great movies.
That's what I'm saying, is that he's not anymore. And you can't, I mean, The Rock.
See the new Bruce Willis now, is he?
I guess so. I mean, hopefully his health is okay. But The Rock obviously has the best career. I mean, like, he's made the most money. He's like the main dude or whatever. But he plays the same character in every movie. His movies are, I don't know. I saw the like Smashing Machine. Did we talk about that? Man, it's weird. It's the same guy, this guy Bernie something or other, and he did the Curse, which is a great show. That's with Nathan Fielder, and it's weird, and it's shot like a fucking horror movie, but it's a comedy, and that's kind of what this movie. This is the same thing with this movie. It's like shot like a horror movie, and it's like, now the shit with the UFC stuff where they like redid the whole events, that was cool. They had Pride events that were like, they had the whole thing decked out like it was like really there. That was awesome. The acting is, sometimes you're watching it going, man, this is great, and then sometimes you're watching it going, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like, but from moment to moment, it's like that. It is a jarring movie, and the whole time they're teasing violence between this like husband and wife. I mean, it's like there's a scene where they hand each other a knife back and forth, and it is intense because you think they're going to stab each other.
Hope they Gil Hibman nice.
Nothing ever happens.
Oh, really?
You watch the whole movie, you think they're going to like kill each other, and there is an event, but it's not. It's nothing. It's like nothing compared to what you're expecting to happen. And so I thought they were going to hack each other into bits. I thought that's what's going to happen.
Sounds like the movie equivalent of that 40-minute rant the Ultimate Warrior does in WCW, and then we never see him again.
Yeah, it's Blue Balls. It's definitely movie Blue Balls. You're just kind of like, what? I went with a buddy who had seen, there's a documentary, and this is basically like a remake of the documentary or something. And I asked him after we left, I said, so why is this guy interesting? And he was like, oh, you didn't like it? And I was like, that's not that I didn't like it. I'm just wondering, why is this story interesting? It's like a guy fights, he does drugs, he gets better, but it's not like, I don't know. You got to see it just to see it, because it's so weird. It's so weird. It's weird. Not in a fun way like Megalopolis, though. It's weird in a heavy and like way. So, but there's parts of it that are awesome. There's parts of it that are like, what is going on? Quite a roller coaster.
Oh, holy crap. Man, I feel like we're both watching weird shit from different directions then, I guess.
Absolutely. Luke, I have to tell you about something I haven't seen yet. Okay.
All right.
It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to wait on somebody to see it with me. Somebody in particular, somebody who has been invited, who is very busy and they're being a butthead about it. But there is a movie series that is like, it is so fucking stupid. I can't believe it exists. If you've never seen it, you have to watch that. If you're listening to this, you trust me. You think, forget all other so bad it's good movies except Noah 2014. That is the best of all time. This is called Now You See Me. Okay, and this is a action movie based on the
magic heist movies.
Yes, yes, but in this world, magic's the most popular thing ever, and these people are the most popular stars, and they're the Michael Jacksons of these worlds, right?
The David Blaine, the Beatles edition.
Yes, it is fucking stupid. Now, the movies are stupid. What happens in them is stupid. They think they're so slick and smart, and it is just everything about it's dumb. But my favorite part about it is that if you watch interviews of these guys before the movie, and they're like, well, everything in the movie is based on a real magic trick. Everything in the movie you see can be done. And then you watch the movie and they're floating around in bubbles that they've like conjured and stuff. And you're like, fuck. It's there's a guy in the movie who throws cards as a weapon.
Thinks he's fucking Gambit now.
It is terrible. Woody Harrelson's running around just being a joke. You know, it's so bad. They're called the Four Horsemen too, by the way. The four people. So they made a movie called Now You See Me.
Third one, yeah.
Well, yes, I'm getting there. So that they made Now You See Me, and then it was announced there'd be a sequel, and you're thinking, well, now you don't, right? That's the name of it. No, it's called Now You See Me 2. Okay, so Now You See Me 2 comes out. It's even stupider. They change characters for no reason. It is awesome. I love it. Lizzie Kaplan's in it now. Or maybe it's just the third one when she shows up. She got paid for this. Good for her, because she's kind of awesome. But Michael Cera, I think, is in it. I don't know. Jesse Eisenberg. That's who it is. I can't tell them apart. It's him. But and Woody Harrelson. Anyway, so stupid. Second one's even stupider. It's awesome. I love it. Not as much as the first one, but man, it's close. So Now You See Me 2. So now it's announced there's going to be a third one, and it's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. You can't do what? They screwed it up. They already screwed it up.
So now the next one's going to be called Now You See Me, Now You Don't 2.
Right? Yes. What do you do? Where do you go from here? Because they will keep going. These movies make money, so they're going to keep making them. I haven't seen the new one yet. I can't fucking wait, because it's going to be awesome. And guess what? I've been watching the interviews, and they're like, yep, everything in this movie is working. It's amazing. I love Now You See Me. You got to check that shit out, dude.
I've seen the first one. I saw it at the movies, and yeah, I did enjoy it at the same level you did.
This is bad.
Yeah, but good. But I was entertained throughout. Yeah.
There's like a sneaky ending, like a big swerve at the end that doesn't make any sense. it's like such a big swerve that it continues into Now You See Me 2. And it's like, why did this happen? Oh man, those movies are amazing, dude. I like them. They make me happy. So I'm so glad there's a new one, is what I'm saying. And I gotta see it soon so we can talk about it, because it's gonna be so stupid.
I want your report.
Oh,
on my desk.
Absolutely.
As soon as you're done watching it. Holy fuck. Oh my god. I bet you they're on Tubi.
Yeah, they probably are, man.
Oh,
I would say so, but I don't know. Maybe Netflix scooped them up in the hype that's surrounding Now You See Me, Now You Don't, because the hype is big, Luke. There's a lot of fans of this series.
Well, that's the thing about streaming, isn't it? Now you see it, and then now you don't. They took it down. Boom, boom. Oh my goodness. I don't really have all that too much else to talk about, Mr. Guy. What do you have? Do you have anything else?
Well, I just told you all about Now You See Me. You know, I told you about Ghost of Yote. We told you about New Japan. I've been writing lots of music. That's fun. You should, like Blue Sky. I post stuff on there. It's music.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe people should follow me at Drucifer Tweets on Blue Sky.
Yeah, do it.
You know,
I like your music. I like seeing that you keep doing it as well. So it's
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Like, the tap's been turned on and no one's turned it off. So it's nice.
Well, it comes on and off. See, that's the thing. It's not how it works. It's like
as long as it's still dripping in between, so there's
but only drips. And so when you turn it on, you gotta hold a bowl under that. You know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, that's the thing, is that when, the inspiration or whatever comes, where does it come from? When it comes, you just gotta
did it go?
You gotta grab it. Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Sorry.
I owned that album, or the CD. It was by a band called Rednecks with 2 X's, I believe. And the album was called Sex and Violins is what it was called. It was just like
Sex and Violins. Yeah.
I bought that as I ironically bought it, honestly, because I was,
You fucking love that. You think you can name at least 2 Rednecks songs, can't you? No one else can.
No, I can name one. Because I think I had the album. I'm sure I listened to it once.
Is that album just like a 40-minute version of Cotton Eye Joe?
It's a remix after remix.
Yeah.
Here's the dance version. Here's the hip hop version. That'd be fun.
Acapella.
I have to make a hip hop song. It's been so long, dude. Like, I haven't made a hip hop song since I was like in my 20s, so I gotta do it. I've made hip hop beats. I just haven't made whole songs. I don't know if I could rap again though. That's probably, like, if I did it, I'd have to like disguise my voice somehow. I'd have to have like heavy effects, so.
Well, old people can rap, man. Like,
not this old guy.
No, not everyone is Pete and Baz. So
no, I don't drill. I don't know the drilling.
Don't know the drilling.
Can't be drilling.